Extraordinary and heroic day to all of you. I'm Andrea Nicole M. Rivera from Audit Department, and I'll be discussing about the basic functions, tools, tips, shortcuts, and how to apply Microsoft Word in our day-to-day lives. And for our agenda for today, first, we will review the basic functions and tools of Microsoft Word. Second, I will give tips and shortcuts that are commonly used on Microsoft Word. Third, application of Microsoft Word in BPO, tax, and human resource and audit department. And lastly, I will assess the participants' knowledge after the training through workshop application. Before we proceed to the basic functions and tools of Microsoft Word, let us first define what is Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word, often called Word, is a graphical word processing program that users can type with. It is made by the computer company Microsoft. Basically, Microsoft Word allows us to create a variety of documents. Also, it is used primarily to enter, edit, format, save, retrieve, and print documents. Let's move forward with the Word interface. When you open the Word Start screen will appear, and all the recently saved file, you can see it on the left side of the screen. Then on the right side corner, you can choose from the list of pre-made templates, but basically the most commonly used is the blank document as it allows you to create your own. May it be reports, flyers, and etc. So this is an overview when you click the blank document. Let us first discuss the feature of Microsoft Word. This area is called the title bar. It displays the names of the open program and the name of the current file. As you can see, it was named Document 2 since the file has not yet been saved. But files created in Microsoft Word are often referred to as documents and have the file extension .doc or .docx. So let's move in this area. This area contains the minimize, maximize, and close buttons for the program window. So when you click the minimize button, the program becomes a button on the Windows taskbar located at the bottom of the screen. So specifically, para ma-hide lang siya and makikita mo siya sa taskbar, sa pinakababa. But you can restore the document to its original shape and size, either clicking on the button on the taskbar one time to restore it to activate mode, or if you have multiple files from the same program open, you will need to select the one you want to restore to activate mode. So let's move in this area. This area is called the Quick Access Toolbar. It contains the save, the undo, and the repeat. These are the most commonly used commands in Microsoft Word. So this is the ruler. We will discuss this in the following slides. This area is the scroll bar. Then this area is called the ribbon. This area is called the menu bar. So let's first discuss the ribbon. The ribbon contains multiple tabs, each with several groups of tools. The tools provided in the ribbon will help us complete common tasks in Word. So the ribbon has 10 tabs. First is the File, Home, Insert, Design, Layout, Preferences, Mailings, Review, View, and Help. We'll discuss these tabs individually onto the next slides. So this is an overview of the File tab. The File tab menu contains the command most commonly associated with a file. In this tab, you can save, you can open the file, You can open recent saved file. You can create new file. You can print. You can save it in different versions of Microsoft Word. So next tab is the Home tab. This gives us access to some of the most commonly used commands for working with Word, including copying, pasting, formatting, aligning paragraphs, and choosing document styles. This is the default whenever you open a Word. Next tab is the Insert tab. This tab allows us to insert pictures, charts, tables, shapes, cover pages, and more to our document, which can help us communicate information visually and add style to our document. So next is the Design tab. This tab gives us access to a variety of design tools, including document formatting, effects, page borders, which can give our document a polished look. The next one is the Layout tab. It allows us to change the print formatting of our document, including margin, page orientation, page size, columns, page breaks, and more. These tools will be helpful when preparing to print a document. The next tab is the References tab. This allows us to add footnotes, citations, table of contents, captions, and a bibliography. These tools are helpful when composing academic papers. So basically, the references are most commonly used when you're doing thesis, feasibility studies. Yeah, that's all. So the next one is the mailing. Mailing tab is used for composing letters, address envelopes, and creating labels. It is useful when you are mailing a large number of letters. So the next tab is the review tab. This contains the documents most commonly associated with documents which are shared or being prepared for publication, like proofing, track changes, add new comments, select language, compare, and protect. So the next one is the view tab. This allows us to switch between different views for our document and split the screen to view two parts of our document at once. These tools will also be helpful when preparing to print a document. So the last tab is the Help tab. This tab provides quick access to the Help task pane and allow us to contact Microsoft support, send feedback, suggest a feature, and get quick access to training videos. So when you are working with certain items such as tables and pictures, a Format tab will appear on the ribbon after the Help tab. So basically, this tab contains special tools that can help you format items as needed, such as shapes, draw text box, font styles, table styles. You can also choose from shape effects, align text, or when you are inserting pictures, you can click the wrap text and choose from behind the text, at the top, at the bottom. You can also edit the size of the tables and pictures. So one feature of Microsoft Word, it has ruler. The ruler is located at the top and to the left of the document. It makes it easier to adjust the document with precision. If you want, you can hide the ruler to create more screen space. So there are two steps in hiding or showing the ruler. You can go to the view tab. So click View tab, then click the checkbox next to the ruler to show or hide the ruler. So let's move forward to the insertion point. This cursor. The insertion point is the blinking vertical line in the document. It indicates where you can enter text on the page. So when you open a blank document, the insertion point is located in the top left corner of the page. So basically, when you type a letter and then you want to add space, you can press the space bar to add spaces after a word or in between text. Then if you are doing a paragraph and you want a second paragraph, you can press enter on your keyboard to move the insertion point to the next paragraph line. So let's go back to the basic now. Copying and pasting. To copy and paste a text, copying text creates a duplicate of the text. First, select the text you wish to copy. Then next, click the copy command, which you can see in the home tab, or right click the selected text and click copy. Then the next step, place the insertion point where you wish the text to appear. Fourth step, click the paste command in the home or right click and click paste. Then fifth, the copied text will appear. So let's go to cutting and pasting. First step, select the text you wish to cut. Second, click the cut command in the home tab or right click the selected text and select cut. Third, place your insertion point where you wish the text to appear. Then fourth, click the paste command in the home or right click and select paste, then the text will appear. So let's discuss how to change your font. Word provides a variety of other fonts you can use to customize text and titles. First step, select the text you wish to change. And the second, on the Home tab, click the drop-down arrow next to the font box. A menu of font styles will appear. So it's alphabetically arranged from A to Z. Then third step, move the mouse over the list of font styles, then select the font you would like to use. Fourth, the font will change in the document. So let's discuss naman yung changing of font size. First, select the text you wish to change. And second step, select the desired font size formatting option. On the Home tab, click the font size drop-down arrow. A menu of font sizes will appear. When you move the mouse over the various font sizes, a live preview of the font size will appear in the document. So, yung tabi ng font style is yung font size. So, you can choose from the smallest up to the largest. So, let's move with the font color. First step, select the text you wish to change. Second step, on the Home tab, click the font color drop-down arrow, then the font color menu appears. Third, move the mouse over the various font colors. A live preview of the color will appear in the document. Then the last step, select the font color you wish to use. Then the font color will change in the document. So let's discuss how to highlight a text. Highlighting a text can be useful when marking important text in your document. So the first step, select the text you wish to highlight. Second step, from the Home tab, click the text highlighter color drop-down arrow. Then the third step, select the desired highlight color. Ito yun. So you can unselect the highlighted text by clicking this drop-down arrow as well. So let's discuss how to bold, italize, and underline a text. So the first step, select the text you wish to change. Second step, on the Home tab, click the bold, italic, or underline command in the front group. Then third, the selected text will be modified in the document. So there are two steps if you want to change your text alignment. First, select the text you wish to modify. Second, on the Home tab, select one of the four alignment options from the paragraph section. Align text left, center, align text right, and then justify. So if you want to change your document into portrait or landscape, then here's the fourth step. To change your page orientation, first, select the page layout tab. Then next, click the orientation command in the page setup section. Third, the drop-down menu will appear. Click either portrait or landscape to change the page orientation. Then the last one, once one is selected, the page will change. So if you want to change your page size, there are two tabs. Since Word has a variety of predefined page sizes to choose from. First, select the Layout tab, then click the Size command. Then second, a drop-down menu will appear. The current page size is highlighted. So this is how to open an existing document. First, navigate to Backstage View, then click Open. So Backstage View are also known as the File tab. Then second, choose Browse. Then after you choose the Browse, the Open dialog box appears. So you can locate and select your document, then just click Open. So let's discuss how to save a document. In Word, there are two ways to save a file. It could be save or save as. Save is used when a document is opened or edited to save what you are currently working on, while save as is used to save the document to a location and change the name of the document. It is very important to save your document whenever you start a new project or make changes into an existing document. Saving your work early can prevent your work from being lost. You will also need to pay close attention to where you save the document so it will be easier to find it later. Here are the two ways to save a document. First is the save. First step, locate and select the save command in the quick access toolbar. Itong nasa taas. Then second, if you are saving the document for the first time, Save As will appear in the Backstage view. You will then need to choose where to save the file and give it a file name. Here's an overview of the Save As. You need to choose Browse. And the next step, the Save As dialog box will appear. Select the location where you wish to save the document. It could be on the downloads, on the desktop, on the documents. Then the next step, enter a file name for the document. You can enter your file name in this area, then just click Save. So in exporting Word file to PDF file, there are three steps. First, click the File tab to access Backstage View. Then second step, click Export, then select Create PDF or XPS. Then after you select the PDF, the Save As dialog box will appear. Select the location where you wish to export the documents, enter a file name, then click Publish. Then that's it. You already have a copy of your document in a PDF file. So there are also other way to export files. A file can also be exported to Word 1997 to 2003 document or a plain text version. First step, click the File tab to access Backstage view. Second, click Export, then select Change File Type. After you select the Change File Type, you will see this format. Select a file type, then click Save As. After you click Save As, a dialog box will appear. Select the location where you wish to export the document, enter a file name, then just click Save. So let's move with our second agenda, which is to discuss the shortcut keys in Microsoft Word. So in creating, saving, printing, and viewing of documents, there are a variety of shortcut keys. So in using shortcut keys, actually the main function of using shortcut keys is para mapabilis yung ginagawa natin. So if you use shortcut, tendency you will use short amount of time instead of looking for the specific tools in the top part of the document. Then you can use your keyboard in typing a text and saving and copying and pasting. So here's a copy of shortcut key and what is their function. First, Control plus N to start a new blank document. Then if you wish to open a dialog box, click Control O. If you want to close the active document, click Control plus W. To save the document, Control S. To display the print dialog box, Control P. To switch to and from print preview view, Alt Control I. Switch to print layout view, Alt Control P. Switch to outline view, Alt Control O. Then the last one is switch to draft view, Alt Control N. So basically, these are the most useful shortcut keys. If you want to file, replace, and browse through text, here's the several shortcut keys. First, if you want to display the find dialog box, just click in the keyboard Control F. If you wish to repeat the find after closing Find and Replace window, click Alt Control Y. To display the Replace dialog box, Control H. Displays the Go To dialog box, click Control G. If you want to switch between the last 4 places that you have edited, Alt Control Z. If you want to move to the previous edit location, Control Page Up. Then if you want to move to the next edit location, just click Control Page Down. If you wish to edit, move text or graphics, here's the shortcut keys and its functions. If you want to delete one character to the left, click backspace in your keyboard. If you want to delete one word to the left, Control backspace. If you want to delete one character to the right, click delete. If you want to delete one word to the right, click Control plus delete. If you want to undo the last action, Control plus Z. If you want to copy selected text or graphics to the Office clipboard, Control plus C. If you want to cut selected text or graphics, Control X. If you want to paste the most recent edition, Control plus V. If you want to copy the header or footer used in the previous section of the document, Alt Shift R. If you want to show the special dialog box, Control Alt V. If you want to paste the formatting only, Control Shift V. So if you want to select text in a table, here's the shortcut keys and its functions. If you want to select the next cell's contents, just click the tab itself. If you want to select the preceding cell's contents, click Shift tab. In the top cell, if you want to select a column from the top cell to the bottom cell, Shift Alt page down. While in the bottom cell, if you want to select a column from the top cell to the top cell, Shift Alt page up. If you want to select the entire table, Alt 5. So if you want to apply paragraph formatting, here's the shortcut keys. If you want to set single line spacing, just click Ctrl plus 1. If you want to set double line spacing, click Ctrl plus 2. If you want to set it into 1.5 line spacing, Ctrl plus 5. If you want to add or remove one line space preceding in a paragraph, Ctrl plus 0. If you want a paragraph between centered and left alignment, Ctrl plus E. If you want your paragraph between justified and left alignment, Ctrl plus J. If you want your paragraph between right and left alignment, Ctrl plus R. If you want your document to be on the left, Ctrl plus L. If you want to indent a paragraph from the left, Ctrl plus M. If you want to remove a paragraph indentation from the left, Ctrl Shift plus M. So next, I'll give you 10 tips and tricks to become a master of Microsoft Word. So first, copy, paste, and cut with keyboard shortcuts. I think all of us alam naman ito, no? The Ctrl plus C to copy, Ctrl plus V to paste, and Ctrl plus X to cut. So if you master these three basic commands first, and you will find yourself zooming through document creation at surprising speeds. Definitely a time saver. Second, quickly zoom in or out to save eye strain. Some of us like to work in a word window, zoom into 150%, but basically the most useful one is the 100%. So you have to choose the setting that works the best for you. Then the third one is delete entire works at a time. So actually, hindi lahat sa atin alam to, no? So basically, if you delete a word, paisa-isa siya since you're only using the backspace. So if you click Ctrl plus backspace, you will delete the last word you type. In this way, you can delete the last words. This is so much faster than pressing the backspace key multiple times. So fourth, use Smart Lookup to search the internet. So anytime you highlight a word or phrase, right-click it, you'll see Smart Lookup. This serves as a quick shortcut to browse the web without slowing down to open a separate browser window. From word definitions to new scans, this powerful tool can transform a simple question into a wealth of knowledge. 5th tip, remove unwanted formatting. Strange formatting can slow you down, so instead of trying to fix one thing at a time, just press Ctrl plus space or click the clear all formatting button to remove formatting from highlighted text and start fresh with your own style. 6. Tell the program exactly what you want to do. Actually, most newer versions of Word include a handy "Tell me what you want to do" field at the top of the toolbar. So you can insert a word or phrase pertaining to any instruction, and the program can quickly identify the command we are looking for. 7. Use multiple clicks to select chunks of copy. Rather than employing the tedious drag and highlight method, you can use your mouse to select chunks of copy. Just double click over a word to highlight it, or triple click to highlight an entire sentence or section. 8th tip, quickly insert links into a document. This is similar to tip number 1, the copy, paste, or cut commands. Learning the key keyboard shortcut for adding web links to a document, just press Ctrl plus K. This will save lots of time and quickly become one of the sharpest tools in your key. Then the 9th tip, select the default font you want, not the default font Word wants you to use. You don't like Calibri or Cambria, or you prefer Arial to Times New Roman, or like the modern nature of Verdana. Then the best part about Microsoft Word is you can choose the default font. So this command differs by version, but the most reliable way is to click Format, then choose Font, select the attributes you want, and then just click Default. Then the last step, find any word you want quickly and easily. So instead of using your mouse to navigate to find the Find command, just click Ctrl plus F to either open the window in older version of Word or move the cursor automatically to the Search in Document menu that always appears in the toolbar in newer versions. Even though so many consumers use Microsoft Word, not everyone knows how to maximize the capabilities of the program. Microsoft Word is packed with a multitude of features that can help make the creation of documents, reports, and text files easier. And when your day-to-day work becomes easier, you become more productive and more efficient, which is the ultimate goal of any piece of software. So let's proceed to the application of Microsoft Word in different departments. So basically, in the application of Microsoft Word in different departments, these are just examples of what are the uses of Microsoft Word in different departments. And I'll just give some steps on how they use it. So first, application of Microsoft Word in BPO department. Some BPO, they're just using Microsoft Word in doing graphs, charts. Also, they also use it in their reports, minutes of the meetings. So here are the steps on how to insert the chart or graphs in MS Word. So the first step, open the Microsoft Word program. Second, in the ribbon bar at the top, click the Insert tab. Third step, in the illustration sections, click the chart option. Then, sa chart option, makikita mo yung marami siya dyan na sample ng graph. May it be pie graph, bar graph, area graph, line graph, column, and more. So the fourth step, once the insert chart window is open, select the type of chart or graph you want to create. Then just click the OK button. So the fifth step, a basic version of the selected chart or graph type with simple data is added to the document. So a chart in Microsoft Word window also opens, which looks like a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. So in the spreadsheet window, add or remove or modify the columns and rows of data to include the data points and values you want your chart to display. Then, sixth step, as you modify the columns, rows, and values in the spreadsheet window, the chart or graph in the Microsoft Word automatically updates and displays the new or changed data. And the last step, when finished modifying the chart, close the spreadsheet window. But when but if you need to update the chart data after closing the spreadsheet window, you can reopen the spreadsheet window by clicking right click of the mouse, the chart, and selecting the edit data option. So let's apply Microsoft Word in tax department. Actually, the examples per department are just from mere survey from different employees. So in tax, they're using Microsoft Word in minutes of the meetings and usually letters. So here's an example of a minutes of the meeting. As you can see, some minutes of the meeting have tables. So I will show you how to add tables in Microsoft. So if you want to add a table in Word, place the mouse cursor where you want to add the table. Then click the Insert tab in the ribbon. Then after that, click the Table button and select how many cells, rows, and columns you want the table to display. You can also click Insert Table and enter the number of columns and rows for the inserted table. So there are also steps in inserting or deleting a row or column. In a Microsoft Word table, you can add or remove a row or column at any time. So if you wish to insert a row, first step, move the mouse cursor inside the left edge of a cell in the row where you want to insert a new row. The cursor changes to a small black arrow pointing to the top right. Then the second step, using your mouse, right-click to open the pop-up menu, select Insert, then select Insert Rows above or Insert Rows below, depending where you want to insert the row. Next, if you wish to insert a column, first move the mouse cursor inside the left edge of the cell in the column where you want to insert a new column. The cursor changes to a small black arrow pointing to the top right. Then the second step, using your mouse, right-click to open the pop-up menu, select Insert, then select Insert Columns to the left or Insert Columns to the right, depending where you want the column inserted. So next, if you want to delete a row, first move the mouse cursor inside the left edge of the cell in the row you want to delete. The cursor changes to a small black arrow pointed to the top right. Then second, using your mouse, double-click to select the entire row in the table. Then third, right-click with the mouse to open the pop-up menu and select Delete Rows. Next, if you wish to delete a column, first, move the mouse cursor inside the top edge of the topmost cell in the column you want to delete. The cursor changes to a small black arrow pointing downward. Second, using your mouse, click once to select the entire column in the table. Then, lastly, right-click with the mouse to open the pop-up menu and select Delete Columns. Then next, if you wish to move the table, after you add the table to the document, you can move it anywhere else in the document. To move the table, hover your mouse cursor over the table, then click and drag the arrows in the top left corner of the table. Then, if you wish to resize the table, if you already inserted the table, you can adjust the table size by moving the mouse to the bottom right corner of the table until you get a double-headed arrow. Once this arrow is visible, click and drag the table in the direction you want the table to expand. Next, if you want to change the look of the table, after you add the table in the document, move your cursor to a cell in the table and click the Design tab. Then, in the Design tab, you can adjust the header, row, total row, and how the rows appear. You can also adjust the overall look of the table by clicking one of the table styles. There also, you can choose from different colors. Next, if you wish to repeat header row of the table on each page, if the table spans more than one page, you may want to have the header row displayed on each additional page the table spans across. You can make the header row visible on each page by following the steps below. First, right-click the header row of the table and select Properties in the pop-up menu. Second, in the Table Properties window, click the Row tab. Then last, check the box for the Repeat as Header row at the top of each page option and click OK. Here's an overview if you want to repeat the header row of the table on each page. So in Table Properties, you can click Row, then select Repeat as Header. Then just click OK. Then that's it. You should follow these steps if you want to delete a table from a Word document. First, move your mouse cursor over the table you want to delete. Second, at the upper left corner of the table, a small square with a move icon inside it would be seen. Move your mouse cursor over that icon and click it to select the entire table. This one. Then last, right-click anywhere in the table and select Delete Table in the pop-up menu. Then, after that, delete na yung table. Let's move in application of Microsoft Word in Human Resource Department. Based on survey, they're using Microsoft Word mostly by doing letters, policies, reports, minutes, certification. So these are just examples. So I'll just show you how to insert a logo, how to insert a photo in MS Word. So there are only 5 steps if you want to insert a picture in your document. So first, click your document where you want to insert your picture. Then second, click the Insert tab. Third, click Pictures button. Fourth, navigate to the picture you want to insert and select it. Here's a tip. To insert more than one file at a time, press and hold down Control as you select them. So, lumabas na yung dialog box. Pwede kang mag-click na isang picture, then hold down the Control as you select multiple pictures or photos you want. Para sabay-sabay na siya mag-paste. Then, the fifth step is just click Insert button. Then, basically, yung picture na sinalag mo is lalabas na agad siya sa document. So, you can also edit it by resizing, by adding borders. So, moving forward, let's go to the application of Microsoft Word in Audit. Basically, we are using Microsoft Word by editing the financial statements of the client. So, we are using track changes para ma-track yung mga changes, especially when we're on the process of the financial statements review. We're doing the FCTR. Then after that, we are also using indentation. Third, how to use page layout, especially yung mga alignment of letters, alignment of numbers. Then we are also using adding comments, notes, especially if needed. Before we proceed, So I have here a short clip of how to track changes in Microsoft Word.
If you want to show edits made in a document, turn on Track Changes. Select Review, Track Changes, and Word captures any edits you make. To turn off Track Changes, select Track Changes. Word stops making new edits, and any made stay in the document. You can always see markups that someone makes. Select Display for Review and select the option you want. Simple Markup points out where changes are with a red line in the margin. All Markup shows all edits with different colors of text and lines. No Markup hides markup to show what the incorporated changes will look like. And Original shows the document in its original form. And in the Show Markup list, you can select the type of revisions you'd like to see.
Track changes are very useful in audit department, since in financial statements review, there are many people who reviewed the FS. So if someone changes a part or a word, an amount, a note number, so the next reviewer will know or or they will understand why it has been changed. We have seen in the video, go to the review tab, then select track changes. When track changes is on, the section is highlighted. Deletions are marked with a strike through and additions are marked with an underline. Different authors' changes are indicated with different colors. So in this one, for example, I edited some part, ibang color siya. Then if someone also reviewed the file, then nag-delete siya, then or nag-add siya ng words or paragraphs, then ibang color naman siya. Then when track changes is off, the section is not highlighted anymore. Word stops marking changes, but the colored underlines and structures are still in the document. So you can choose which changes to track. You can choose to track only your own changes or everyone's changes. So here, pwedeng yung iyo lang yung i-change mo, or if napasa sa iba yung document mo, kung may i-change siya, makikita mo pa rin siya. So to track only your own changes, on the review tab, select track changes, then click just mine. Then if you want to change everyone, then on the review tab, select track changes, then click for everyone. So next, how to indent. So basically in financial statements, there are tables also. So I already discussed how to insert the table and in a document. So in this one, it's more on alignment. So as you can see, mali agad yung alignment na to. Since dapat ang pantay is lahat ng number, not the parentheses. So I'll discuss in the next slides. If you want to align all the numbers, you can go to the page layout. Then in the page layout, you can select the spacing. You can choose from before or after para magpantay siya. Also, you can change the page orientation by clicking the Select Layout tab. Click the Orientation command in the page setup group. Then the drop-down menu will appear. Click either Portrait or Landscape to change the page orientation. Actually, this one is more appropriate and in PPE side, since table, so sobrang laki niya. Basically, nila landscape siya. So, here. Then the last step, the page orientation of the document will be changed. So next, I'll show you how to add comments in Microsoft Word. So here's just an example in other department. So in the first review, the reviewer add comments to the document. So here's a sample. So next, here are the steps on how to insert a comment. So first, select the text you want to comment on or click at the end of the text. Then second, in the review tab, click new comment, or if you want to save time, then just click right click, then click comment. Then third, type your comment where it shows your comment in a balloon in the document's margin. So if you want to reply to a comment, so in the comment section found on the right side, click the reply button or click the comment, and under view tab, click new comment. And next, there are some that uses page break, but in Word, it automatically adds a break at the end of each page. But you can also insert a manual page break anytime you want to start a new page in your document. There are only two steps on how to add manual page break. First, put your cursor where you want one page to end and the next to begin. Then, second, go to insert, then just click page break. So next, let's discuss how to insert a header or footer. So here's a short clip on how
You
to
can insert a header or footer on every page, like a title or page numbers. Adding a header or footer is the same process. Select Insert, Header, and choose one from the built-in formats. Add your text, and select Close Header and Footer. You'll notice that all the pages in your document have the same header you just inserted. Double-click the header to make the changes. If you want your first page to be different than the other pages, like for a title page, check Different First Page and select Close Header and Footer. To delete the header or footer, select Insert, Header, Remove Header.
So here's an example of header and footer. So in audit, we use header and footer mostly in audit opinion, editor opinion, and SEC opinion. So here's a summary of what we've watched in the previous slides. So to insert the header or footer, go to Insert tab, then choose Header or Footer. Then second, choose the header style you want to use. So some built-in header and footer designs already include page numbers. Then third, add or change text for the header or footer. Fourth, to eliminate the header, like deleting it onto the title page, select and then check the different first page box. And the last one, select Close Header and Footer, or you just press Escape to exit. And then to delete the header or footer, select Insert tab, then choose Header and Footer, then just click Remove Header or Remove Footer. So basically that will be all the basic functions, tools, tips, shortcuts, and how to apply Microsoft Word in our career. To go to our last part, we have prepared an exercise in which we can practice using Microsoft Word using its tools and functions. So here's the activity. This exercise will cover how to center a line of text, how to insert today's date, and the difference between self and relief. We will also practice using bold, italic, and underline features. to change the line spacing from single to double space, and it will also change the margins, add page numbers, headers, and footers. So the main objective of this exercise is to familiarize you with some of the important commands associated with using Microsoft Word to produce a paper. So here's a tip. If you'd like some extra help while doing this exercise, just select Help from the menu bar and click Microsoft Office Word Help from the pull-down menu. A column of advice will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. You can also access help hints from pressing the F1 key. So here are the steps. So first, select your font into Comic Sans. Second, center the top line. Third, center today's date. Fourth, press the Enter key 4 times. Fifth, type a short paragraph. You can type, I am learning Microsoft Word. I hope to learn at least one thing in this training session. If I have any questions, I will ask the speaker to answer them so I will not get stuck. 6. Bold the paragraph. 7. Italize a word. 8. Underline a phrase. 9. Double space the lines on your paper. 10. Add page numbers to your document. Next, change your margins. So next, place the cursor at the end of your paper to the right of stock and press the Enter key 3 times. Then, done. Tap a short paragraph again. You can type, I have a paper to write and I have to use footnotes. I don't know how to do them, but after this example I will. So next, create a footnote, then add another footnote. Then next, create a header and footer. Then create a blank page with existing document. You could spell check your paper, then proofread your paper, then just save your document. So you can pass the activity after you're done at the end of the day. At the end of the day. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and I hope you learned something today.